Sophia Hernandez in Okeechobee, Florida, where Florida farmers are turning cow manure into power.
As environmental stewards, we feel that it's our responsibility to do the best we can.
Jacob Larson with Larson Dairy Farms has been carrying out his grandfather's vision. He walks us through barn number 5, home to 3,000 acres and 2,500 cows, milked 3 times a day, making 275,000 pounds of milk every day for all Floridians to drink.
You can feel that. That's warm milk in there.
But with all these cows comes a lot of, you guessed it, manure. But why is cow feces such a big deal? It releases methane, a potent greenhouse gas that's 84 times more potent than carbon dioxide. That's according to Brightmark, a California-based company that specializes in reimagining waste to minimize environmental impact.
We're able to pull that methane out of the air that would otherwise go up, potent greenhouse gas, and then put it into a gas pipeline and then allow it to be burned. And then the byproduct of that is CO2 and water.
It's what made Jacob,
You'll see a little bitty black speck.
that's the methane, reimagine his operations.
That's always been a concern for us. It's always been a pressure put on us to conform.
After 4 years of brainstorming, Larson Dairy Farms and Brightmark decided to take off with this technology in June of this year. It starts here.
You can probably see some cows over there laying down. You know, she's going to poop out on the floor. So the manure and urine goes out on the floor. And this is the beginning of the waste stream.
The waste stream is recycled water that flows all the way down to this reception pit, where all of the sludge gets separated and later reused for other purposes, like sand for a cow bed and water for fertilizer, before it gets put through the digester.
In the process of taking the manure stream into the digester, sand is the heaviest particle, and it separates out first by gravity. And then we do our best to mechanically capture that sand and reuse it. The next is what's left is pumped over a screen separator. And so you get a lot of the fiber of the manure to fall out there. And then the liquid is what goes through the digester. So that liquid is constantly moving through.
That liquid spends about 30 days under this black tarp, running through pipes, being converted into gas.
It's scrubbed and cleaned through all those hydrogen sulfide, different filters and things. And then it's pumped and injected into the natural gas line that runs across the corner of the farm.
Larson says the process from start to finish takes about 30 days. Brightmark invested in the farm's technology and its maintenance, and the farm gets paid for providing its manure. And the gas it creates is then given to Chevron to be used in our cars and transportation. Right now, the Larsons have this technology spread across 4 farms, roughly 9,000 cows involved, and the impact is significant.
If you were looking for a conversion, I think it's something like 4,000 homes. If we were looking at electricity, could be powered off of those cows.
Brightmark says they plan to expand this poop-to-power system across the state.
It would be the equivalent of planting over 75,000 acres of forest each year.
But skeptics aren't too sold. Cows still release methane when they pass gas or burp. And according to the EPA, agriculture operations only amount for 10% of greenhouse emissions. Manure is only 12% of that number. However, Larson says consumers want dairy now more than ever. So he's working on making whatever strides possible to try and do right by all.
We know that we need to be able to coexist, so to speak. The problem of methane or gas emissions, there's no doubt that it is an issue. The farm's existence is to produce food for us. And so there's certain things that I think that we're going to have to agree to live with and deal with if we're going to have a food production.
Sophia Hernandez, Florida 24 Network.